We're gonna have a good time. We are.
It's the Boom Bap
Yes, sir.
Hour.
Yo, you already know what time it is. The Boom Bap Hour, man, where real hip hop live. It's your boy Salah Guru.
And I'm Bizzo Beats, if y'all don't know already.
Yeah, and Miss Ruby V. Vanetta, she's out right now doing her thing, you know. And we are here today with my man, the Anonymous JD and the Mighty Dez Thomas, man. How y'all
What's
doing,
up?
man? What's
What's
good?
good, fellas?
Good, we chilling.
We
We chilling.
good.
Feeling y'all good?
We good,
Chillin',
man.
chillin',
Really good,
chillin'.
man. So what's
What's
good, man? What brought you here today, man?
Hey, we got a new project coming. Weeds in the Garden.
Word.
It's gonna make us
Word.
splash, man. For real, we working really hard. Got some good stuff with this one, man. For real, man. For real.
Word, man. That weeds in the garden, man. Growth, resilience, and thriving and talking and over, about good music, man. Thriving and talking about good music, man. You
course.
know what I'm saying, man?
Of course.
Let's talk about that. Let's get into that, man.
Uh,
All right, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, man. So what made you decide to create this project, man?
Man, I know this dude Slick. How long I know you?
A few years now.
I think I remember Slick from back. I think from way back from performing. I think you performed with Trues or something before, something like that.
Yeah, I used to perform at the Hemini Tree with Trues and them, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Dez, you rapping now, bro?
Oh, no, I was talking
Nah,
Okay,
damn.
I just want to make sure.
Can't do that.
It's like a Pete Rock, CL Smooth type
Okay,
situation.
no doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt.
it's like
No
that.
doubt. We was just talking about Nas and Primo.
Primo.
I have not listened to that yet, but it's like,
Yeah, you
I
gotta.
have some time to sit down with it, man. It's been doing a lot of whipping and running. So
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to sit down and give that a dope listen, man.
Word,
It's
word.
dope. It's a dope album, man. Word, man. But this new EP, it got that lo-fi.
yeah.
So it's an EP? How many
Yeah.
tracks is it?
It's 4 tracks.
4 tracks. Okay,
man.
bet.
It's
bet.
dope,
Okay.
man. I've been listening to some of your stuff, Dez, man. Like that 96.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
I'm in love with that.
Hey.
I'm in love with the whole stuff because your sound is kind of sort of orthodox
Right.
in some cases.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's dope, man. I love the way, how you put different sounds together and just blend it all in, man.
Hey, I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? So, yo, man, JD, man. So
Yes, sir.
the album, man, the EP, what's good, man? What made you start doing this, man?
What made me start rapping or doing this with Dez?
With Dez first. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
with Dez, really True's been telling me to trying to get with Dez for a minute. And the person who really put it together was Tremendo, our boy Austin. Yeah, he really put it together. They reached out to me, and I'm like, I was game. I was just
Okay.
like, I won't say I was hesitant. It was more like I was waiting for the right opportunity. So when they approached me with it, I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
So what inspired you to name the EP Weeds in the Garden? Different metaphors and stuff like that. Curious about your interpretation, man.
All right, so it's actually a couple things. One thing is that he has a record. Did you drop that record already, or you got that the Late Bloomer record?
Oh, no, I ain't dropped it yet.
All right, well, he got a record that he working on called The Late Bloomer, and I got an EP I'm working on called The Late Bloomer. So he came through. I showed him the EP, and in one of those tracks, I dropped Weeds in the Garden, and I just pointed out he was fucking with it hard, and I was just like, yeah. So I threw that name out there while we was putting this together, and he was like, "That's it. I love it. I don't care about anything else. I just want that." So I was like, "All right."
I'm gonna take you back to the
rock it.
beginning, JD.
Mhm.
Back to your 5th grade freestyle moment. And what sparked that passion that never faded, bro?
Food.
Food.
It was one of the health assemblies we had, and they was trying to get us to start thinking about healthy eating and stuff like that. It was the time like in 5th grade, and it was just like I was just young, and somebody went up there and kicked the freestyle, and it was just like I can do better than that.
You enjoyed it, dude.
And it was just like it's simple. Like, yeah, at that time I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like just rhyming like.
Right.
So yeah, I just went up there, I kicked it, everybody was like, yo, you should be a rapper. And at that moment I was like, I should.
You was ready then.
I should.
5th grade, who was you listening to at that time?
Word.
You don't want to know. Nah, like seriously, my mom's wasn't really strict, but she was like she controlled the flow into what came into my ears.
Okay.
So outside of gospel and stuff, she did let me listen, like Lil Bow Wow and stuff like that. But I would casually sneak into my sister's room when she was doing her thing, listening to what she was listening to. She was caught up onto what was going on in hip hop at the time. That's when I got exposed to Lil Wayne, when I got exposed to everybody that was like in the sound waves, really. So, yeah, that I would say.
Wayne, man.
Yeah,
Wayne had you going for a minute, huh?
Wayne was an influence. I'm not gonna say a big influence that much
Right.
because being from Boston, a lot of our sound, and I don't care what anybody says, a lot of our sound does come from New York. They got a big print on the Northeast, and anybody who says otherwise, they lying to themselves.
That's what's up.
And
New York and Philly.
yeah,
Got it, yeah,
New York and Philly. Like,
Philly.
shout out,
That's
Freeway,
hand in
that
hand.
was one of my favorite rappers back then.
See?
So
You even got the beard.
yeah.
Stick it out.
but yeah, so it's like a bunch of East Coast rap really had an imprint on me growing up, especially Redman, because that's my favorite rapper.
Okay, that's Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey, and it was in my favorite movie. I wasn't supposed to be watching it, but guess what?
How high?
My mom went to work, and I was out of school.
You were watching it.
Some red and meth.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, these are rappers. Like, it can't be that bad. This movie's hilarious.
It was hilarious. That was a funny movie. And
then he
you
had
learned a lot off that movie.
And he had my name too, so I was like, "Oh, I got to. This is destiny. It's calling me right now."
It's calling you, man.
doubt,
It's
no
calling you, man. So do you write your rhymes? Like totally write? What's the process of that, man?
Process is speaking from the heart. Like, I'm scared of no, first off, I tell stories too. I'm a good storyteller. So
Okay.
I can tell my story, but I can tell any other story as well. So one thing about it is I have a lot of people in my life that come to me with a lot of things, and certain people that I keep close to me with enough, respect to like share and stuff like that. Some intimate
Right.
moments that happen and stuff. Just real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
And I find inspiration sometimes in others people's story. So, and it's funny because a lot of the stuff that a lot of people go through, somebody else went through that same thing, but in a different way.
Right.
And it's like, to me, it's just levels. You may experience the same thing, but on a different level. And it's just like, damn, that's crazy. And me just being who I am, I find just little ways to try to put that across. So in my creative process, I start from like, all right, I'm a musician at heart. So if this beat is not speaking to me, I'm not speaking on it.
So it's the beat that really attracts you.
A lot of times
first.
when I'm writing, it's whatever beat is. Now, tempos and stuff, that's something that I can deal with because as a musician,
Right.
I can learn how to like portray that onto different beats. But in that moment, it's all dependent on if that beat is speaking to me or not.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That's dope right there, man. Yeah, that's proud of hip hop. Yo, Dez, man, you went to Hepzibah, man.
Yes, sir.
How was that, man? Tell us a story about that. Growing up in Hepzibah High School.
Man, it was a mixture of. It's more diverse than you would think it is. Like, but I would say you do have like your white kids out there with the camel on and with the hook in their fish hook in their hat and stuff like that. The Salty Dog Cafe T-shirt.
Okay.
And the daggone work boots and stuff like that they had on. Like you had that, and also you had like us, like black kids. We out there chilling. You had some some Hispanic people out there,
Right.
and we had like I think 1 or 2 Asians. So it was kind of like
He said 1 or 2.
yeah, 1 or 2.
Oh, wow.
I'm not gonna say I literally 1 or 2, and they was both related. So
Whoa.
yeah.
Okay.
Brother and sister.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters.
Word, for real. So yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, growing up out there, first is the woods and stuff like that. It's different now because now they done built like a bunch of stuff out there. Now.
Yeah, they got like movie theaters,
all
stuff
that kind
like
of stuff.
that.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because I've been
Crazy
out there
out
all my life, so it's kind of like to see how it came up. It's just like wow.
Yeah, they building up out there too, man.
Crazy. So and then like. Like being out there, you weren't really exposed to too much. Had to come like straight here in Richmond County and everything. So
Right.
And I got ties out here in East Boundary and stuff because my grandma lives out there and everything. So
Okay.
I got a lot of ties out there as well. So pretty much, you know, I've been all around like between Hephzibah and East Boundary. I've been like between those two, like most of my life. So
All right.
yeah.
Man. So producing, man, what inspired you to start that? And when did you start producing?
Actually, and then I don't know, shout out my uncle on this.
Okay.
My uncle Gerald, he's from Jersey, big
Word.
hip hop head or whatever.
All right.
The first time he played me, he said he played me the song. I was like, you know what this is? I said, nah, what is that? Is this the Wu-Tang Clan? I was like, who the Wu-Tang Clan? He was like, it's a group from the 90s. And he played like Cream Cash was everything around me. And I heard that and I was like, right then I said, yeah, I gotta start making beats because the way and then he burned the album for me on like a little like CD or whatever. I took it home and I kept playing it and playing it and playing it. I was like, how was RZA doing all the stuff he was doing? So I just started doing a bunch of research and figuring out what machines he used, what they had different programs back then, freaking turntables, whatever. I was doing research for like 2 years straight, just trying to figure out how to get the sound.
Okay.
So, and then he says, "Oh, do you know who DJ Premier is?" I was like, "I don't know who that is at all." So he said, "This is a group called Gangstar. Check them out." So then I'm like, Gangstar, this song called "You Know My Steez." I heard that. I'm like, this beat is insane. How did he make this beat? I need to know how he made this beat. And then Pete Rock, CL Smooth, and Reminisce Over You. I was like, how did this dude put this together and make this beat? This beat, like these beats are insane. Like, I don't know how these dudes are doing this. And then at that time I was growing up, it was a lot of like, you know, trap, like Chief Keef, stuff like that and everything. All the kids listen to that.
Right.
And then I'll come to school like, yeah, that's cool, but what about this Wu-Tang Clan? And kids like, Wu-Tang, bro, what are you talking about?
Get that old shit out of
So
here.
they ain't understand that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'll play a song. Like, yeah, I don't want to hear this, man. Like, yeah, get out my face. I don't want to hear this. I'm like, but no, this is dope. This is what hip hop is. This is real hip hop.
Right.
This is real hip hop. Like, it's like, bro, shut up. You sound like an old head. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? So yeah, that's what kind of got me.
That's funny.
Inspired with that.
Funny.
That's funny you say that. Oh,
So yeah, it really was my uncle was the one who actually introduced me to golden age hip hop. It was him. And I remember like in 8th grade, there was like this project we had to do of decades and we got the 80s. So we all picked like, you know, let's say art. I was like, cool, let's do rap, right? So I'm always big into research, as you said, earlier I was talking about, you know, making music and stuff like that. So I was like, who's Run DMC? Who's Cool Mo D?
Right.
And I was saying, who's Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5?
Basically, you
Who's
do a lot of
Rakim? Yeah.
You do your research.
Yeah, who are these people? So
Right.
That's why when it comes to like my knowledge of hip hop, like to be is like my age, everybody's like, oh, how do you know what that is? I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what it is. That song's older than you. I know. Like, you know, so like, yeah. And plus, I don't want to give you too long-winded.
Nah, you can do as long-winded as you want.
Well, growing up, music was part of my life. I could play piano by the time I was 2. I could play piano. That's what my mother always told me. And then I love like the Jackson 5. I love Michael Jackson. I love like James Brown. I love like, you know, Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, stuff like that was being played around me.
Yeah, I hear a lot of that in your music too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of soul. So
a lot of soul.
I grew up with like a lot of soul music, you know. So my mother, she was big on like soul. My mother, like, you know, she was like, oh, listen to this, listen to that, listen to this. She said, oh no, that song, listen to this. And then she would just like give me certain type of things. Of course, she had times like JD's mom, she wanted another one only gospel. And then it would be like those hymnals. And I'm like, God, dog, man. Like, and I thought in my head, what if somebody just sped this up and made this like this? In my head, that's what I was thinking. Like, and I was like maybe 8 thinking about myself, what if somebody just sped this hymnal up? I think it'd be cool if it sounded like this. So yeah, that's pretty much why I got into producing. It's been pretty much in my blood all my life. So pretty much.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
I met you in the record store.
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, I was in the record store. I was
digging for joints.
Oh, he was a crate digger.
Yeah.
Digging in the crates.
I still am. I still am at times. I want to really get back into it and really dig back into it because I got away from it for a little bit, but I really like go back into the crates.
Yeah, that's rare that you see producers digging in the crates these days.
Yeah, because now everybody has like royalty-free packs, presets,
presets,
packs and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I do use those royalty-free. A lot of times I'll use them.
Okay,
but it's a certain way you supposed to use them. But nothing beats like you putting a record, like putting a needle on a record, and you sound
now,
that sound or whatever, and then the sample plays, and then you put it into your machine and whatever you use, and it has all the sounds like really emulated right there for you.
Wow.
like there's nothing that actually beats that. Now you can do stuff with it, but it doesn't really doesn't beat the raw feel of like actual picking up and like with the dust and stuff like that,
Right, right.
all that kind of stuff. It doesn't really
That
compete
authentic
with it,
feel.
you know.
So what are your production tools?
I use Machine.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, Machine, certain various other like plugins and VSTs, but Machine is my main go-to.
Got you.
So nice one to use it as well and everybody. So
Okay.
Word.
That's dope, man. That's it. Not too many producers here. This is a raw one here.
Oh, yeah,
There's
I
no
know-
beats.
know exactly
You know
what it
that.
is. I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, oh, that's dope, man. That's a raw one. So it's not too many producers on that level.
Right.
Because I listen to your joints, man. I love them, man. I really do, man.
really appreciate that.
Yeah. So what kind of creatively put y'all together, man? Sparked that together. Like what really made y'all just decided to come together?
Similar styles.
He can rap. So he can rap.
Like Dez is definitely to me a boom bap type guy, and
Okay.
I respect that because it's like again his experience was another one of mine. So I listen for wordplay, so I'm playing a lot of old guys back in school. So they look like,
Right.
man, get that old shit out of
Yeah.
here. I'm like, bro, nah, these niggas is killing it on the mic right now. What are you
Exactly.
talking about? But like, yeah, similar styles and like my style, I've been told a number of times is more of a neo soul sound. So
So let's give it, yeah, and put with that lo-fi together.
yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
because he does a lot of singing sometimes. He'll like
He'll love to sing.
Try.
he'll a little harmonizing and stuff like that.
Right.
Stuff. I'm like, okay, JD, I see. I hear you trying to do. I hear you, bro.
He hear what he's trying to do.
like I'll tell him the idea and he's like, I can't hear it. But when I send he's like, okay, I see what you was going for.
Yeah.
So this y'all first official joint together, right?
Yeah.
So what made y'all decide to do a full-fledged project? Like the full-fledged project. What made y'all to go in to do this thing?
No, I guess it
I
was
think
like
this is more of a sample, ain't it?
Oh, so this is like a sample style. This is like
It's
yeah,
only
giving
4
us something to
records.
taste.
Yeah.
yeah, it's only 4 records, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the taste of what me and him can actually do together,
Right.
And like I said, creatively, we're kind of on the same kind of wavelength because
Right.
the way he raps and the way I make beats, it fits.
That's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
That was
So
my next question.
It's like, as they say, some people are separated at birth, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right.
So that might be like that, kindred spirits and shit, like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's how I feel. So he knows exactly, oh, yeah, let's do it like this or let's do it like that. Because I sent him some joints before, he sent them back. I was like, okay, JD, I see what you're trying to do, JD. And I was like, okay, you really got one. My album, Trust the Process, actually on the first song, he's actually on the first song.
Right.
Yeah, he comes in. Your first voice you hear in my last. I think I dropped the album in July. My last album, yeah. So you actually heard his voice first,
Mm-hmm.
and he really does his thing on it. Honestly,
That's dope, man.
yeah.
So like each track represents a different emotion and psychological season. Tell us more about that. Like get in depth about these tracks, man.
All right.
So the first track is James Harden.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
James Harden to me is like one of the best ones because my favorite basketball player is James Harden. Right. Love James Harden. I don't care what anyone says. Love James Harden.
I can't stand them.
See.
He ruined the Sixers.
Look, Range Willing.
He ruined the process, and that's funny. That your album is called Trust the Process. And James Harden ruined the process.
I can blame Ben Simmons. He ruined the
Ben
process.
Simmons is definitely a contributor to ruining the
The
process.
whole process. He
Yes.
killed the whole process.
Yes.
Right.
But James Harden is like, I love the way he plays. I love how shifty he is. I love how he can actually maneuver and get to where he's on the court. It's kind of like how you gotta do in life. Like
Right.
when you're no longer the star player in life, you gotta figure out where you fit in and where you get in.
Okay.
At, you know what I'm saying? So, plus like at one point he says snakes in the grass and I step and they pardon, right?
Okay.
So you walk in someplace where it's like, you go up in like a crowd of people, you know who's a snake in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
You step in like, oh, wait a minute, nah, he's a real one. Let me go ahead and get out his way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And certain things like that, So that's how I feel about that track, James Harden.
For me, that record, I ain't write it for James Harden. Honestly, I wrote that verse in kind of in the memory of Kobe, because I mentioned Kobe just a little, like a couple times throughout that,
Right.
and it's just like a little just a little tribute to Kobe, low key, but
Mhm.
also it's just like me when I wrote that particular verse, I was also just trying to focus on crafting my skill at the same time, focus on my wordplay, my pen game. That was that moment for me. But yeah, that I wrote that for Kobe. And it just when I heard that beat, I was just like, oh yeah.
You automatically know what to
Wait
do.
a minute.
Automatically know what to do.
Yeah. So it was just simple. I just started spitting. I'm like little things I needed to change here and there, but automatically it was just like I got something for this. So
that's what's up, man.
Did you guys only do 4 tracks for this project, or did you do more and just?
we did
Whittle
more
it down
and
to
we trimmed down,
Trimmed it
Okay.
down. to
trimmed the
4.
fat, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but there may be a volume 2. So
Maybe yeah,
maybe a volume
Okay.
2. So be on the lookout for that. But
maybe a little longer,
maybe so. You know.
Yeah.
more of a concept.
Okay, that sounds like a good album coming along.
Right.
Now let me ask you something. What on your playlist that would shock us right now?
We go
That would shock the people right now.
He-
What's on your playlist?
he
that would
might
shock the
say
people?
real quick.
Wait, you say what in the on the EP?
Well, it's on my playlist.
Or on your playlist,
No,
period.
like just what you listening.
Just
to
what
right
you
now.
listening
Yeah.
to.
Go find
I ain't listening to nothing but the Nonymous JD.
Ah, okay.
I'm just
that's
in
a
a
shock.
mode where I've like separated myself from the airwaves because like I'm trying to get back to myself and also getting back to my pen game. So I've been listening to none of my records, digesting them, and just like really breaking them down, seeing what can I do better. How
You
can I do
focusing
better?
more a lot on yourself and your craft.
And I'm trying to like reconnect. So I'm starting to get back out there listening to some older stuff and stuff. But it's like I just really just want to. I need to step back and stop being too harsh on myself. That's something that Austin always tells me. I'm being too harsh on myself. So
Okay.
I'm like, you right. Let me step
Okay.
back. Let me chill.
So do y'all like collaborate with a lot of other acts here, a lot of artists here, producers?
Oh well, I've been collaborating with a few people actually. I think you had him on here recently. I think his name was Dre Taylor.
Yes.
I've been collaborating
that's
with him a
the-
lot.
yeah.
Him and Northside Will. We got a little something cooking up too.
Okay.
And everything. And I collaborate with some artists too, other artists as well. You know, like I just reach out to me. You just need beats and everything. So I just pretty much be in DM to send out beats here and there. And
So how are they able to reach out to you?
use my Instagram at TheMightyDezThomas.
Okay.
So, at the camera at TheMightyDezThomas. So yeah.
Okay. Make sure they know that.
Yeah,
now.
make sure they know that.
Yeah, if you have to spell it out for them, you can go ahead and do that too.
That's a lot. That's a lot. With THEMI, you know, I was like,
Some people are.
go ahead and just put the handle somewhere, you know.
Yeah, I put it in. I put it
that
right
kind
up
of
in
thing,
there.
For me, this is outside of Trues and outside of Tremendo as well. This is my first time really jumping off the porch. So
Okay.
this is like my introduction a little bit. Like I was all on Trues' album. He did, I think he did about a year ago. I forgot what the name of it was, but I was like all throughout the record because we was just in the trenches together at that moment, and he was just helping me get active again.
Okay.
So this is really my first time really like somebody else in the city that's not outside the crew, because Des is definitely the homie.
Yeah.
Right.
Des is definitely the homie, but just somebody outside of my norm. So
That's what's up, man. Trues is a good dude, man. And I remember seeing y'all together. Y'all had a good combination together too. You was rocking that too.
Right.
Man.
He's like the big brother. He's like big brother. So
Big homie to you.
Yeah,
Okay,
big
that's
homie,
what's up,
yeah.
man. So with that being said, let me ask you a question. You had something to say, Biz?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Good.
Because with that being said,
yes, sir.
let me ask you something. Why did hip hop choose you?
I did hip hop choose. I won't say hip hop chose me. I would say music chose me, because hip hop is a culture, and I won't say I didn't come up in that culture, because living in Boston is just as hip hop as Bronx, New York, just as hip hop, and a lot of people don't really understand that. But me personally,
Yeah, Boston. Now you was comparing Boston to New York, but being from Boston, give us a little bit about Boston, man. 'Cause most I know is like New Edition.
right,
New Kids on the Block.
I was going to say the only hip hop I know from Boston is Benzino.
Yeah, and I was getting ready to say Benzino too.
He's from Boston? I
Right.
didn't even know that. I thought
Benzino?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
he
that whole crew was from Boston.
Yeah.
Connecticut or something like
No,
that.
they live Palm Beach stuff like in
town.
Really,
2000.
really, niggas come to Boston, to get themselves out there. But
Oh.
Boston is just like, when it comes to the music right now, from what I've seen, because I'm not part of the Boston scene.
Okay.
I'm part of the scene in Augusta, and like,
Okay.
Okay, so
I claim my city because that's where I'm from. I spent most of my life there, and then I came down here, graduated high school.
okay, so
There's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
I don't really claim because it's like I didn't get to live. I didn't get to experience
really live that life.
Right. So it's like most of my niggas back home, they all went through certain situations that I didn't go through down here. But I went through a lot of situations that they didn't get to experience down here as well. So getting to chop up with them and understand that, staying intact with them, like my cousin Mike D's, one of the biggest, the biggest content creator right now in Boston.
Right.
Like he keeps me up to speed. I'm like, yo, cuz, what's happening? He's like, man, you won't believe what just happened in the hood right now. I was like, bruh, I'm like, if it's anything like what happened one time,
Right.
I was like, don't tell me. But if it's something cool, all right, cool. What's up?
Cool.
But like, just being from Boston, it's a metropolis, dog. Like a lot of people be like, man, I can't wait to leave Boston. I'm like, I can't wait to go back. Like, I get it. It's traffic.
I ain't gonna front. I never been.
Like
I would love to go.
I'm not gonna say it's like New York. I ain't never really been to New York, but from what I hear from people that have come from New York, I'm like, that's just like back home.
Yeah, one of my peoples is living in Boston. He said the same thing. He said, yo, it's just like New York.
It's the only thing that's different is the accent.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. How close is Springfield, Mass to Boston?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know where that.
Okay. Cause I had some people from Springfield that was in the music industry.
Right. Because I've heard of I've heard of all of these like places that are around. Because I meet people that are from Massachusetts, but that ain't from Boston.
Right.
And even if they say they from Boston, they ain't from Boston. Like I'm from Mattapan. Like that's in comparison to one of our boroughs. We got a couple boroughs. We got Mattapan, Roxbury. My daddy's a Roxbury nigga. Same thing as Bobby Brown. He's a Roxbury nigga. Yeah. We got Dorchester. My cousin is from Dorchester. We got a whole bunch of boroughs.
What about Marky Mark or Mark Wahlberg and the dudes? New Kids on the Block.
I might be wrong.
Dorchester.
Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. But no, actually, my daddy used to run with him when he was Marky Mark. Him and my uncle, they was part of it. They was on
the Funky
album.
Bunch.
The Funky
Bunch.
Right?
Okay, got you.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? We could be somewhere right now. It's okay. I feel it. But nah, like back then, I know he was a different dude. My granddaddy told me stories all the time. Like, yeah, that nigga was crazy. I'm like,
right.
I'd be like, your dad used to got his number? I don't like that. Like,
Wahlbergs, they super rich right now. What?
You still got Donnie number, bro?
They different.
You can talk Donnie.
Yeah.
He just dropped the joint on Amazon Prime, didn't he?
Yeah,
I think so. Playing too?
Right.
Word, man. Same question for you, man. Why did hip hop choose you?
Man, it was more like, I would say purpose, if anything. I would say hip hop chose me and hip hop gave me a purpose. So it chose me to give me a purpose. Honestly, when it comes to any other form of music, I really feel like hip hop is the most authentic to me. Like hip hop is born and bred out of the dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas like you got dudes in the 70s stealing turntables and figured out how to do this with and stuff like that and everything. And then dudes putting together beat breaks and stuff like that, using old songs that no one listens to anymore, making them something new again. It's like, hip hop is to me is the most creative form of music to me, in my opinion. Most people will say hip hop's not music, it's nothing musical about it. There's a lot musical about it.
For real.
So it's like, honestly, hip hop gave me a purpose to actually really just create and really just bring up my ideas and bring this stuff because it's a God-given gift to create. So why not use the God-given gift that's here for me to create? You know what I'm saying? Why not use something that was made literally from soil and water it and help it grow and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to get a little too poetic with it, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
But, why not use that? Because, you got dudes out here, like, I remember my uncle was telling me back in the day, because, like I said, he's from Jersey. He would go to New York a lot just to go to parties and just to go, hear the radio station, stuff like that. He would stay up all night and tell me, he was like, this thing came from dirt. This thing came from, everyone said, this is a fad. this won't last more than 2 years. And now look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's global. You got everyone copying it. Dudes from like freaking like the freaking other parts of the world, the most darkest parts of the world, have their own hip hop artists making a certain sound. So yeah, he was like to see this thing, as Monk told me, to see this thing from what I was growing up as like an 8-year-old kid to now what it is now, it's like holy shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and then he's like, yeah, so and also the kind of music I make and everything like that, I feel like, you know, they try to say, oh, that boom bap sound is dead. Oh, no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, it's not dead. You know, with me, I'm gonna keep it alive and keep it going. You know, as long as I can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, add different other different elements to it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you got guys like Being the Butcher. You know what I'm saying? Guys like J. Cole. J. Cole raps with nothing but boom bap beats half the time. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like Nas and Premier who are well into their 50s, still, you know, making like great music. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like Clips, Pusha T, like Malice, like the album they dropped, like straight up, those guys have the essence of hip hop. And then to see hip hop, oh, hip hop's not in the top 40. It shouldn't be.
You got Slick Rick, Ghostface.
Exactly. Ghostface Killer just dropped the album too. So these guys who are well into their 50s having success.
Well, you know what? Boom bap, it don't matter what you listen to, boom bap is always in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Little do they know.
Little do they know. Trap, all that sampling,
It's
everything.
always there.
It's always gonna be there. So essence of hip hop will always be there. So when they say yeah, hip hop chose me for that, I feel that's what I'm chosen for, to keep the essence here.
That's dope, man. Now, as an MC, man, how important is it with you writing to make sure that your content and substance means something, man?
For me,
especially to the youth.
Right.
Are you more aware when you writing, or do you just let it flow?
I'm gonna be honest. That's a
we
double-edged
definitely
sword.
want you to do that.
That's a double-edged sword, because as I continue to grow, I'm starting to realize like I should be more aware of what I'm putting out. But at the same time, I'm not old. I see myself as a young nigga too. So sometimes I have my little YM moments, and I'm like, I want to talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? But then as of recently, I have been having moments where I was like, I need to be more conscious of what I'm saying. But even with that, I still put it in forms of a story.
Yeah, it's certain ways you can talk your shit and still be able to keep it in the content form.
And like how he was just talking about even some of the inspirations, right? That you had. Yeah, I have my own inspirations and MCs that I look up to, like Clips, like those reasons why I'm so hard on myself, because I'm like, I need to get better, But my inspiration is Kendrick, of course, Redman, and everybody. Not Redman as much, because when I listen to Redman, I listen to Redman for the enjoyment. I'm a pure fan. I'm just gonna listen.
You're just a fan.
I'm just a fan. I'm a fanboy when it gets Reggie Noble. Reggie Noble, for real.
Right.
But when I listen to everybody else, Cole, Dreamville, anybody from Dreamville, JID, it's from an artistic standpoint, and I'm like, I like what you did there, and that's the same thing that I approach. Like, even with cadences, wordplay, Eminem, same thing. Like, even though he's just a white version of Redman, but still, I approached my ways of being an MC.
Sorry, what?
Nah, yeah, for real.
I never heard anyone say that Eminem was
a white version of Redman. Yeah.
I never heard anyone say that.
Never heard that part.
I hear it all the time because
Eminem would be thrilled with that description.
I don't know why, but I've heard that so many times. I'm like, at first when I heard it, I was like,
not Eminem.
Not Eminem.
The white version of Redman.
Eminem being the white version of Master Ace. Not like
I've never heard that.
Yeah, they literally call him the white version of Master Ace.
But I've never heard that.
Even he said it himself. He gets a lot of his inspiration from Master Ace.
But the white version of Redman,
I never heard that. I've heard that from.
I never heard that one.
Like, I was just like, at first I didn't see it, but I'm like,
Eminem's favorite MC.
Word.
Yeah.
And that's also what I've heard as well. Yeah. So it's just like, I'm like, I don't really see
top 5,
but I'm like, just hey, f it, like. Eminem though, but still, like me as an MC, like I'm more conscious to what I'm doing now, and more I'm trying to correct myself in the way that I'm thinking, and I'm sharing that in my rhymes now, and it's like I know that this is how I think, but this is how I should be thinking now as I continue to grow up. You know what I'm saying? So
Very anonymous.
Hmm?
Very anonymous.
What? Not well, very anonymous because I took the A off, so it's like
Right. So it's
right.
anonymous.
Right, so it's anonymous. It's like it's not anonymous. I'm not unknown. I mean, for now.
That's why you did it, right?
Yeah.
That's what made you take the A off?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm not on. It's my own little word. We
It's like,
created a little word. You know.
create this.
Yeah, we created
Created.
it. Like I
Okay.
created it. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Any shout outs? Anything y'all want to give anybody? Social medias y'all need to let people know?
Right,
Your
right.
peoples, any shout outs y'all would like to, you know?
Hey, shout out to S Life. Shout out to S Life for putting this together. For real.
Shout out to my boy Austin. Yeah,
For real.
Yo, Dez, I've
big brother.
been wanted to interview you, man.
For real.
But yeah, but it was just like every time I was like, okay, I'm gonna reach out to him. I'm gonna reach out to him.
Hey,
I'm gonna reach out to him. And then
Yeah.
finally, once we got this different setting,
right.
we finally got able to do it, man. I'm very honored to interview you,
I
man.
really appreciate
Okay,
it.
so I got one last question. to ask
Yeah.
you.
So what's up?
I want to just throw something out here.
Cool.
How do you guys feel about AI in music creation?
That was the next.
All right. I'm gonna give my personal take on this.
All right.
As a producer, right? Because I've seen this shit with Timbaland that happened. I know you've seen that, right? That
Of
shit with
course.
Timbaland, yeah.
Yes.
So with that shit, it was high key cringe to me. I was like, bro, what the bro? Like, you just kind of just stole this nigga song, like, honestly.
Okay.
And it's like,
Okay, now wait, just in response to that, right? We as producers,
yeah,
as sample producers,
yeah,
Still.
steal people's songs
we do.
the same way Timbaland did that guy's
But
song.
I
If you want to
will
call it
always
stealing.
give that credit to like,
Okay.
okay, actually, I sampled this from here. This came from Johnny Taylor. This song right here, and I remember this something like that.
Okay.
Or because I try to do my best to make a mental note of everything I've ever sampled.
Right.
So I try to make like a mental note of everything I've ever done. So when they say, where did something came from? Oh, it came from Candy Stan, this song right here.
Okay.
Like this record right here. So I make a mental note of everything that I do. So I make sure when someone says, oh, what did you sample? This right here. So that I know the artist isn't forgotten and I used it from.
Okay.
But it's like some people, anything, certain things can be taken only in doses. Now you start using like Chat GPT, stuff like that and everything. At some point, it just rots your brain. You're not even thinking anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why I say about the royalty-free sound pack stuff like that, because they actually put AI in that stuff too as well,
Mhm.
right? It can be used as a tool, but once you become so reliant on it, it's like a crutch. And as soon as it's
Exactly.
taken away, now you're exposed. So
Okay.
it's
Right.
like, when I say, oh, you actually had AI, AI, whatever chatbot, make this into a jazzy lo-fi loop, reminiscent of Jay Dilla, and give it a little bit of Pete Wright elements, and also add some scratches like DJ Premier, right? It will have it there for you. Boom, right? Okay, say, oh yeah, I made this beat. No, you didn't. Tell me what you did. Tell me. Show me the process of break down how you did this, right? Tell me, right? Because I'm
Right.
very honest with my process.
Right.
I say that's, I use this drum break and I find this loop right here and I put this together like boom, like this, or like I've used this kick, this snare, this yada yada yada, and then everything like that. I'll show you how I filtered it down. May have pitched it down 3 semitones or something like that or
Mhm.
whatever. I'll show you how I did it,
Mhm.
right? Because it keeps my mind sharp, right?
Right.
But if someone says, oh, this is AI tool that can do this, I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take it. Make this loop. Okay, cool, great. I got this loop here. But let me chop this up. Let me put this here. Let me do this. Let me reverse this. Or maybe I can put this to a different polyphony. Something like that you can do. But once you start being like reliant on it, and then it's like you can't do anything without it, to the point where it's like, oh, imagine one day your laptop just crashes. And next thing you know, you got to be out here in front of people explaining how you made this beat.
Right.
Then you're like, oh, damn, like, yeah, my laptop isn't working, man. Yeah. Oh, we got an NPC right here for you. Use this. Oh my God. Yeah. Then you start sweating. He's like, I gotta walk out. So stuff like that, right? So that's how I think about AI in music. It can be used as a tool, but once you start becoming so reliant, it's like, I don't know. It just kills the creativity to me a little bit, just a little bit.
Same thing here on
I was about to say
from an
as-
MC
from
standpoint.
an MC point.
I've heard people doing it. I'm
Heard a
like,
lot.
I don't see how. Like that's just. I mean,
I don't even know how can you
I don't know.
'Cause
That's weird. Because like
it's like AI. It's like it's not even human.
it's not. It
So
doesn't.
how can it give you that feeling?
Right, that's crazy.
Like that feeling, like when you sitting there and you got that flow,
Right.
like that feeling. How you gonna be able to?
Yeah, you can't like.
Unless I mean, it's almost like, well, what about the ones that people that they don't write? I guess it's perfect for them,
Right. I mean, and I get that. But even the people that don't write, where do they get their stuff from? They get their stuff from another human, from somebody who has experienced
Right.
whatever they're putting out. Somebody who wrote that for you, they experienced.
I wouldn't even know how to even put it in AI for my version.
It's
Like be like, hey,
right. Yeah.
give me a verse in the style of Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
And
Chat GPT will probably do
Freddie
that.
Gibbs, like, yeah, I've got the cocaine on the street of Malibu, something like that, or whatever.
Oh wow.
Start doing that.
For me, it just takes away the authenticity of it. I mean, not saying that you can't just go out and just tell out a complete lie or story by yourself,
I mean,
because
you
you probably
can't, right.
could.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know that. For me, it just shows that, one, they don't trust the process,
True.
and two,
I see what you did.
right, yeah, they just want the finished product and not put that work in for it. Like sometimes you just gotta go in there and just
Right.
write
Look
a
at the dictionary or something.
right, and sometimes just write some of the worst verse you've ever wrote before, and just get like, and let somebody hear that and they just tell you, yeah, that ain't it.
Do it again.
And it's like the
Yeah.
same from a producer standpoint as well, because like you've been in the game for a minute, like you've seen analog to digital,
Right.
You've seen it. So imagine it's like you got a floppy disk, and then this beat sucks. Oh dang, I gotta erase this, but I know for a fact it's like, oh shit, like I don't have that much memory left on this disc right here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta use chips, all kind of stuff like that. You guys had to use, right?
Right.
So it's like going through the rigmarole of having to find the right samples, listen to records, do this stuff, or even just having to learn basic music theory. Right. You know what I'm saying? Learning your scales, learning your notes, learn everything, learn all 12 notes and everything, certain minors and majors that people just don't want to put the work in and put the time for, you know what I'm saying? And I was one of them dudes who didn't want to learn, but I was like I said, I trusted the process, fell in love with it. And
Right.
now it's like, it's like Kanye had a point one time.
Okay, so wait, let me just stop you there, right? Because that Kanye's point, right? Also with Puffy or Dr. Dre, right?
Right.
These are like prolific producers
Right.
in the music industry
Right.
who never played a note. Just said, like you just said, like how you go on ChatGPT and say, give me this like this, or let me get this. That's exactly what Puffy used to do. He would say, yo, let me get Stevie J to play the guitar.
Right.
Let me get Chucky Thompson to make the chords. Let me get Rashad Tumlin Dice to make the drums.
I think
to make these songs,
Uh-huh.
right?
To Puffs and Dre's credit, they had an ear for it, right? They had an ear. They was like, oh, I can't play this, but I know someone who can. Or I may.
Well, that's the
this-
same with ChatGPT.
yeah.
I got an ear for it. I know I want some Alchemist drums
Seems
on
like
my
it's
beat.
a little more high advanced with the ear.
Yeah.
So it is. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
It's-
thinking
It's a two.
It's about taste, right?
Yeah,
It's
about
Puffy
taste.
had
So
a
at
certain
the same
taste
time-
level,
Yeah,
right?
but at the same time, they're using. It's like this. They still have a certain knowledge of what music is, right? And they're using their knowledge. I'm like, okay, I want you to play this right here. Play it like this. Okay, you start this. Okay, like I would say 2001, right? One of my favorite albums, Dr. Crown 2001, one of my favorite albums, right? Scott Storch was the main driving force behind it, right?
right.
Melody wise.
Melody wise, yes,
Right.
he was. Scott
Okay.
Storch was killing it with the keys,
Right, right.
And Dre was sitting next to him. Dre said, "Hey, Scott, play this," or "Scott, play that." Scott, nah, do it like this, take it down like this, like that. But Dre still had to have basic knowledge of music and what that was.
A taste. That's all. Just taste.
Yeah, a taste, right?
Right.
Now, some people use AI, they don't have taste, right?
Right.
So-
But the people who do have taste.
Now,
I don't think they'll use AI. I don't think they'll have AI, honestly.
It's like you just said, you as a person who has a high taste level in music, being a person who has been, you've been an archaeologist basically in terms
Pretty
of
much.
digging up
Right.
music, right?
Pretty much.
So you have a high taste level for music.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can say, I want Freddie Hubbard horns.
Yeah.
I want Clyde Stubblefield drums.
Yeah.
You can pick out certain
I want Phyllis Hyman vocals.
right. You can say that, and that'll create then AI will give you what you want, right?
Yeah, it will, but like I
But
said,
nothing's better than a human touch.
and the feel, like I said, my man from the MC, right? MC, like a feel. When
It's
you're
the
like when you
feel.
guys are riding, when I'm making a beat, it's like it's a certain feeling that I get. Like, oh shit, these drums got. Oh shit, you know, like, oh shit, these drums. Oh, this shit's clicking. Oh, this sample's clicking. Oh shit, this shit coming together like magic, bro. I'm finna kill this shit.
Right.
Oh, what? Oh, that's like I said earlier.
So-
When you hit the record,
Right.
next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, I got that feeling like in my gut, like this finna be a banger right here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with the Chat GPT and stuff like that or whatever, like I said, I'm not fully against it. Like it's how you use it. Any
Right.
tool can be great, it can be bad. It's just how you use it. That's it.
Where you think, like, let's say 10 to 20 years from now, how ChatGPT and AI would be with the
Well,
music?
I don't
You
know.
think it'll be? You think a lot of people will be using it more?
I hope not.
I
you
feel
know,
like
this
they
the
I feel
way-
like they will.
It's
within-
becoming an industry for people to use it solely, exclusively,
that's
like
just
no
it.
human input,
That's
just straight whatever they typed in. Like no, meaning like no person singing,
Nope.
no person playing an instrument, no person doing anything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what they gonna need, especially when they try to perform that live, they gonna need people that can actually bring that to life.
They even got AI now where the video, you can make AI videos look just like
Right. Yeah. No, the
Real
videos is crazy.
videos.
Still tell when that shit's AI, like that shit.
Right.
Yeah, you can. You
If you
can.
catch me,
So
they
tell
got
girl
one
song that's on the Billboard charts right now. That's like #1 in the country.
I've never
You
heard
could
it.
tell that that's AI.
I've never
I
heard it.
never heard it.
They
I've
got a
heard it.
gospel AI artist too.
That's
I've heard that one. I was like, this
I never-
Yeah.
sounds like AI. Like,
You know
it
what? I
sounds
think
like-
Topher part of that. I think my man Topher.
Really?
Topher.
What?
I think he
What?
is
It's
part
me.
of the gospel
Make-
AI.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So that's crazy.
How
And
did he
it's-
contribute?
and it's going like hitting billboards. Like the AI characters are getting billboard charting
I mean, yeah. I mean,
and
it's
all
like,
that, you know?
look, I mean, it's like I had this debate. One of my homeboys. Oh yeah, shout out my boy Deontay.
Okay.
But we had debates on this all the time because he writes like scripts and stuff. He's like, yeah, I'm using AI to write this. I'm like, okay, that's cool and all, but
Right.
bro, is you gonna put that pen to paper and actually try to write it out yourself?
Right.
He said, why need to for it? This can write it for me. I was like, yeah, but you know, maybe it could make a mistake. Are you checking it? Something like that, you know?
Right.
Because even like this, right? Like I'll use ChatGPT. I'm like, hey man, give me a description on this, right? And they'll say, okay, make sure you fact this. Like it'll tell me itself, make sure you fact check this before you do anything. And I'm like,
So it's
"Okay."
basically telling you,
Yeah, tell you that. Like take whatever I say with a grain of salt.
right.
exactly.
So I'm like, that's why I say like you can trust it, but don't put all your trust and faith
into it. Yeah.
into it because this thing can literally tell you anything and you're gonna believe it.
Exactly.
You know, like I've seen dudes make like freaking Chat GPT recipe cakes, and then like people on videos say this tastes like shit, right? And then next thing you know, it's like, okay, make this AI song for me. And I was like, okay, great. But to a person like a trained ear, like my man Austin over here, a
Right.
trained ear, he would probably tell you this mix sounds like shit.
Right.
Because he's made it. He's done it. He's chefed it up. He's done it. He's made 1,000 different dishes. And then he's like, you bring this to me. Okay, I'm gonna sample this out. Hear it. Oh, this mix sounds like shit. You made this? Like, oh no, actually ChatGPT
No
did.
season.
No season at all. That's
Right.
like, no soul. So yeah,
Nothing.
no soul. So
No.
the main thing, like I say, soul.
It's
So
just
your soul
removing
always-
love, bro.
The soul will always be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just removing the love from the process.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like
dope.
I feel like you need that love. Like when you
That's
sample something, that's for the love of the game.
Right.
When you finding them drums because you know what you listen to. It's all coming from the heart. Even though you sampling and they kind of doing the same thing, but it's not. It's a different thing to it. When I said that human touch thing, I'm like it's a different feeling when you find it versus when AI finds, oh, these fit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or here's just a sound or whatever. It's different because you found the drums that, like how I said, what beat speaks to me, whatever drum pattern spoke to you, what sample spoke to you. Oh, this little section where the horn is, let me slow that down. Get this slice right here.
Mhm.
Not the whole thing, but just these 0.2 of a second. And put that on there, and it brings this whole new sound to it. That's the human part of it. of hip hop producing to me,
Okay.
because at the same time, they AI is creating its own sound at the same time, but you're going back to somebody else from previous in time who made that sound
Okay.
and drew you to it because of that sound. They did that. They took the hours, time, and love to produce that
Okay.
that caught your ear. So
Gotcha.
for me, it's a human thing,
Good
and
point.
AI will never
Be
imitate
able
that.
to imitate. Okay.
Not at all. The heck with AI.
Like I said,
No love, no
It's a
feeling, no
tool.
soul.
it's a tool.
Right.
To
No
be
love, no
used.
soul. It's a
like
tool.
like a wrench. It's like a wrench.
Yeah,
a
just
hammer,
use it.
Right.
pickaxe, whatever it is. It's a tool.
Right.
In the hands, it could be used to make some really good stuff. In other hands, it could be used to make some really bullshit. You know.
Well, at least we know y'all not using that for
Not
project.
at all.
You know
Not
what
at
I
all.
mean? So with that being said, the Weeds in the Garden, man, when it's released, where we gonna find that at?
January 7th on all platforms.
2026, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, man, in all platforms, right?
Yes, sir.
Man, yo. So again, yo, JD,
Yes, sir.
Des,
Yeah, yes, sir.
I really do appreciate y'all stepping up, especially you, man. I seen you, like I said again, dealing with truths and
Right,
stuff
right.
like that, and you was same spirit then, humble and everything. So, yo, I really do. And Des, man,
Appreciate
your
it.
music, I vibe to it. That's my roll up vibe time.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. The lo-fi sound, the orthodox sound that you got, the you know, some people like once I was playing, I think it was 96, right?
Mhm.
And how it came on.
Right.
So I'm listening to it, and it was a little orthodox at
Right.
first. But then it came in with that beat,
Yep.
and I was like, oh man, this is it right here. I love this right here.
Appreciate
So,
that for real, man.
yeah, again, I appreciate y'all coming in on the Boom Bap Hour, man.
problem at
And
all.
y'all welcome at any time, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, the Weeds in the Garden, man, it could do nothing but grow, man. That sound like growth music to me, you know what I mean?
Word.
Word, man. So again, if y'all would just take hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and take it in and just not misuse it and just keep doing what y'all doing, curating good music, man. Truly do appreciate y'all for that, man.
Yes, sir.
It's all love, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Word, man.
Yo, shout out to the Boom Bap Hour for having us.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Great conversation. Look forward to it again, man. You know, so you'll be seeing more, seeing more of me and JD.
Yes,
So,
sir. We'll
all
be
that good
coming
stuff,
back
man.
definitely, and stay tuned because this ain't the last time.
Yeah, definitely not. Appreciate y'all for having us, though.